What's your name?
Alice Fredenham.
And how old are you, Alice?
I'm 28.
28, and you're from where?
Hertfordshire.
Do you have a day job?
I'm a beauty therapist.
Okay, have you brought anyone with you today?
No.
Back in 2013, Alice Fredenham created quite a stir in the reality show contest scene when she appeared simultaneously on both Britain's Got Talent and The Voice UK. This dual presence on major television platforms was unprecedented, capturing the attention of viewers and making Alice an overnight sensation. Her soulful voice and emotional performances resonated deeply with audiences, propelling her into the spotlight. After the show ended, there was immense anticipation for Alice to become the next big jazz star. However, despite early acclaim, her path took unexpected turns, leaving her journey in the music industry shrouded in mystery and speculation. Join us as we tell you what really happened to Alice Fredenham from Britain's Got Talent. Alice Fredenham's audition on Britain's Got Talent in 2013 was so endearing that people still remember it. Alice walked onto the stage with regular clothes. She was looking visibly nervous. In her introduction, she confessed that she hadn't told many people about her audition because she feared failure. As she began to sing My Funny Valentine, a jazz standard popularized by artists like Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald, the atmosphere in the auditorium changed. Her soulful, velvety voice and emotional delivery left the audience and judges spellbound. The judges, particularly Simon Cowell, were visibly impressed. Simon remarked that even she didn't know how good she was. The other judges, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon and David Walliams, also praised her performance, with Amanda noting that Alice's voice transported her to another place. Alice's performance quickly went viral. Currently, it has 90 million views on YouTube. Her audition became one of the most talked about moments of the season, and fans of the show really wanted to see her continue her journey till the end of the show. After Alice Fredenham's mesmerizing audition on Britain's Got Talent aired, something shocking unfolded that caught many by surprise. Shortly after her soulful rendition of My Funny Valentine captivated the BGT audience and judges, another reality show, The Voice UK, aired her blind audition. This audition had been filmed 2 months earlier, before her BGT appearance. In this episode of The Voice UK, viewers were introduced to a different side of Alice. Surrounded by her family, she appeared bubbly and self-confident, describing the audition as a win-win situation. She mentioned how her confidence had grown over the years, attributing this to age and experience. Dressed in a tight-fitting skirt and low-cut top, Alice performed the 1930s musical hit Lady is a Tramp. However, unlike her BGT audition, this performance did not resonate with the coaches. Jessie J, Tom Jones, Danny O'Donoghue, and will.i.am all failed to turn their chairs for her, with their feedback suggesting that her performance was a bit safe. The public reaction to seeing Alice on 2 different singing shows was intense and mixed. The stark contrast between her performances on these shows led to widespread speculation and criticism. Some viewers accused her of faking her nerves on BGT, suggesting that her apparent shyness was a strategic move to gain sympathy and votes. The sentiment was fueled by the significant difference in her demeanor. On The Voice UK, she appeared confident and bubbly, while on BGT, she seemed vulnerable and tearfully spoke about her stage fright. The discrepancy in her personas raised eyebrows, especially considering that her BGT audition occurred 3 months after her The Voice UK audition. Critics argued that her transformation from a self-assured contestant on The Voice UK to a nervous beauty therapist on BGT seemed too drastic to be genuine. Adding to the controversy, it emerged that Alice was under management before her TV appearances and had already built a growing fandom. A video of her recording in a professional studio had been released months before her BGT audition, further fueling doubts about her authenticity. Despite these accusations, sources from BGT denied any manipulation, stating that they were unaware of her previous audition on The Voice UK. They claimed that her confidence had likely been shaken by her experience on The Voice, where none of the judges turned their chairs for her performance. Alice reacted to the public backlash with a sense of hurt and frustration. She expressed feeling like she was caught between 2 competing shows when The Voice UK aired her blind audition, making her feel used as a pawn in the reality TV landscape. She acknowledged that viewers might perceive her nerves on Britain's Got Talent as a tactical move, admitting she might have thought the same if she were in their position. However, she insisted that her emotions were genuine in both auditions and pointed out that how she was portrayed depended heavily on the show's editing. The negative comments following her appearance on The Voice UK were particularly upsetting for her. People accused her of changing completely and being fake, which was painful to hear. She recalled becoming distressed to the point where a producer had to calm her down. She admitted to feeling overwhelmed and wanting to shut down, emphasizing that her reactions were authentic and not part of any calculated act. Despite the controversy, Alice continued her BGT journey with determination and poise. Alice progressed smoothly on BGT until the semi-finals, where she once again delivered a glorious performance. She sang a powerful rendition of Cry Me a River, impressing the judges with her vocal control and emotional depth. However, despite her strong performance, she was ultimately eliminated in the semi-finals, falling short of reaching the final round. After her stint on Britain's Got Talent, Alice shared an update on Facebook expressing her anticipation about her future with Sony. She had completed a demo period and was waiting for confirmation on whether she would secure a full album deal. She asked her fans to keep their fingers crossed for positive news. Unfortunately, Alice's hopes were dashed when Sony decided to release her from the demo contract and chose not to move forward with a full album deal. This unexpected turn of events was a significant blow, especially after the initial excitement of being signed by a major label. Despite this setback, Alice's dreams of a successful music career did not fade. After much reflection, she decided to take an independent route to achieve her goals. She turned to the global crowdfunding platform Indiegogo to raise the necessary funds to record her music. She explained to her fans that, given the current state of the music industry and major labels, she believed that this was the best path forward. Alice's crowdfunding campaign aimed to gather enough resources to record in a high-quality studio and hire session musicians, ensuring a polished final product. She emphasized that her dream was not to become a major star, but to achieve a level of success that would allow her to share her music with the world. In 2017, Alex Fredenham released her album Under the Covers with Cherry Red Records, which further expanded her fanbase. A few months after the album's release, Alice posted a heartfelt message on Facebook to update her fans. She acknowledged that it had been a long time since her last post and expressed gratitude to those who continue to support her despite her recent online absence. Alice explained that she'd been taking a break from music to focus on other areas in life, as she was unsure about the direction she wanted to take musically. She admitted that the past few years had been challenging and frustrating, but the break allowed her to rest and rejuvenate. Alice shared that she was beginning to feel inspired again and was contemplating a return to music. She emphasized that music was never far from her mind and assured her fans that she would come back to it when the time was right. She concluded her message by wishing everyone a lovely Christmas and happiness, signing off with love and gratitude. After the release of her debut album Under the Covers with Cherry Red Records in 2017, there hasn't been any news about Alice Fredenham. When a webzine inquired about the singer's whereabouts, Cherry Red Records issued a statement revealing that Alice has retired from the music industry and wishes to retain her privacy. Despite her absence from the public eye, Alice's fans remain hopeful for her return. They continually send her encouraging messages, reminding her of her exceptional talents and urging her not to let past failures define her. Dedicated fan pages still exist, with supporters expressing their desire to see her make a comeback, even if only on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Alice's devoted fans believe in her gift and hope that one day she'll share her music with the world once again.